Let's head now to the North Pole. Well, actually, we're going to Comac, but we're going to meet a woman who calls herself Mrs. Claus. And Santa's better half here on Long Island is helping to make children's Christmas wishes come true.
Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
She sings Christmas carols as she raps and raps and raps. Hundreds of gifts to make the holidays happy for hundreds of needy children in New York City.
I mean, for these kids, Santa doesn't come. He doesn't come. And he's not coming unless we do this.
Every year around Christmas time, Jennifer Scully of Comac would help Santa out by picking up a letter addressed to him at the post office and sending the child who wrote the letter the gifts he or she asked for. In 2010, a friend of hers suggested she contact the not-for-profit child welfare agency Harlem Dowling to get a letter to Santa from them. So Jennifer spoke with a staff member there.
She told me that she had 30 letters sitting on top of her desk. And I said, okay, well, how many of them are, have donors? How many of them are going to be answered? And she said, none. And I said, well, what do you mean? What happens to the letters? She said, well, the day after Christmas, I would throw them out. We don't have the money, we don't have the funds, we don't have a person, we don't have any means to fulfill these Christmas wishes.
So Jennifer decided she would fulfill those wishes, but with not much money in the bank, she enlisted the help of friends and family, bought all of the gifts, and delivered them.
She said, "Oh my God, Santa's here!"
At a party held for the children, one of the kids approached Jennifer.
I was at the party anonymously, right? I'm not wearing a Santa hat. I kind of hide, but I like to see the kids because it's amazing to see them. And she looked up with me with the most beautiful brown eyes, and she said, "You must be Mrs. Claus." And I said, no, these gifts came from Santa. I just said, I just helped Santa deliver them.
And that's when Jennifer decided to start the organization, Mrs. Claus for a Cause.
This little girl wants a guitar.
But now, instead of 30 letters to Santa, Jennifer and her helpers receive close to 550.
Dear Santa, I am writing this letter to you. I want Santa to give me Monster High Dolls, My Little Pony, and Littlest Pet Shop.
Some of the children wrote for some really special things. A lot of the children, believe it or not, asked for winter coats, and some asked for gift certificates for food. One of our girls, she's in a homeless shelter. The homeless shelter is very underfunded. They don't have enough food for everyone. The homeless shelter is located right near a Burger King. She smells that Burger King, and so for Christmas she asked for a Burger King gift card because her dream is to go and get some Burger King because she is tortured by it.
Attorney Duff has read a bunch of these letters.
I love when they make a little personal note or they draw a picture and show me what they want. That really touches me.
He's been helping Jennifer since the beginning.
I've known Jennifer since 2004, and she's always had a passion for helping others, and it started small. But when she told me she was going to sort of take on a whole orphanage, I was a little hesitant, but I said, whatever you need me to do, I'll try.
Wow. She got everything on her list and a hat and gloves too. Oh, look how cute that is.
Jennifer does everything she can to get people to answer a letter. She reaches out to big corporations, local stores, everyone she knows, and strangers through social media. She has a Facebook page where she posts updates on how many gifts she needs. She also collects money to buy presents on GoFundMe.com. And for inspiration, she hangs up all of the letters that haven't yet been answered all over her house. Just a push to work harder to get more people involved.
It's a very hands-on thing. It's not like I'm sending some t-shirts to this place in Africa and I don't know if they're ever getting there. I mean, this is Ariel wants the Barbie with the pink stripe in her hair. You send it to me, I wrap it up, I put her name on it, I give it to her physically.
She says the reactions from the children make all the time this single mom with a full-time job spends on the charity worth it.
These giant rolling bins of presents come rolling out, and they're overflowing, and then the children stop and they look and they're like, oh my God! And then the presents are handed out, and they see that each one has they have presents with their name on it from Santa, and Santa actually came. It's very emotional when the kids see their gifts with their name on it, and they just start crying and they start laughing and they start screaming and they start hugging each other and high-fiving each other, and then they're comparing gifts.
But Jennifer says she doesn't get letters from every child at Harlem Dowling.
About 150 children did not write to Santa. What that means to me is that these children truly feel that they're going to be let down. So why would they put themselves out there, open up their hearts, and put their wishes forward in, and then not get anything?
It breaks her heart that some of the children have no hope.
I hope that we provide hope, I guess is what I'm saying. And the idea that magic does exist, the idea that wishes can come true, the idea that if you work hard enough, you can actually get what you want.
She calls it the magic of hope, and this Mrs. Claus is hoping more people will help her to restore hope in children who need it.
And we have to give it to the children at that age, and it's so crucial to be able to instill that in them so that they can grow up still having that hope, hanging on to that memory, knowing that sometimes things do work out.
And just because the holidays come to an end, Mrs. Claus doesn't rest. She starts collecting for next year.